why we will not need all-time highs in the Drip network. Let's get into it. Welcome to DeFi Crypto Talk, where we talk everything DeFi in the cryptocurrency space. For all my subscribers out there, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So as you can see, the Drip price is currently $2.68. We've been in a $2 range for most of the day, and most of the week rather, so not too much of an update there. Plus it's the weekend, so I don't expect a lot of price action going on. But you know, we do have the animal farm that is launched and slowly picking up traction, and you know, we have some things on a pipeline for Drip. So I'm still holding on, and in my opinion, I believe this now is a still good time to go ahead and purchase some more Drip and build those Drip Faucet bags, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So feeling pretty good on that part, picking up some cheap Drip. Moving on to my Faucet. So I am 30 shy of 1600. I just hydrated some earlier today, so feeling pretty good about that. It was about 30 actually. So really starting to see this available bundle over here start to pick up each and every day, which is great. And then overall, just loving the 1% daily. And you know, regardless of price, I'm in it for the long term. So I think Drip's gonna really you know, it will come back to its previous glory days, and I think you know, it's going to shock a lot of people. But in the meantime, again, in my opinion, I think it's a good time, and that's exactly what I'm doing, just accumulating more Drip and building my Drip Faucet bag. Moving on, so my Piggy Bank, I just compounded all my stakes earlier today, so feeling pretty good about that. So slowly building my Piggy Bank, my pigs token bags there, trying to build up as much as I can, slowly but surely. So it was neglected for a long time, but sort of get back on to being more consistent with that. Let's see, as far as the garden is concerned, so it did take another hit. We were at 360, I think 307 something last video, and then went down to 364. Comment down below what you guys, if you remember what the lowest for the garden is in regards to LP locked. I want to say it was 360,000, but I'm not quite sure. So let me know what you guys think. But either way, I still think the garden will come back, and you know, once we get everything up and running, so, and which will take some time. But in the meantime, I'm still going to be continuing to build my garden up. And speaking of my garden, so 5.2 million plants grown is what I have. I just took some profit out today, and I'm going to basically continue to do so, you know, probably for the next couple days, and really try to take advantage of the cheap Drip prices and build my Drip Faucet bag, try to get to that 2,000 deposited goal as quickly as I can in the meantime. But other than that, yeah, just real bullish on the garden, and I think, you know, it's going to really do some good things here in the future. We just have to, you know, wait for some other things to come online. And comment down below. I know we had that garden viewer that came out, that game. Let me know if any of you guys are using that. I have not used it once. I've just been using this, you know, just coming over here for my garden. So let me know if you guys are using that, because I definitely am not saying it's a bad thing, just not using it. Moving on to the animal farm itself. So really good to see. So we actually went up in TVL, which is absolutely phenomenal. So 133 million currently is the current TVL, so feeling pretty good about that. And then the pigs token, we're looking at $120, and then the dogs token, we're looking at $53. So overall, feeling really good on the animal farm and the Drip network. And I know, you know, better times are going to be ahead. Right now, the dominating news is this FTX thing that's going on. The saga continues, so I'll update you guys on that here in a second. But yep, just staying focused on just building my bags in the animal farm and the Drip garden for now. Now moving on to my per day earnings. So in the Piggy Bank, I am making $1.86. So I will be going to work tomorrow. As far as Drip is concerned, I am making $42 per day. And in the garden, I am making $22 roughly per day. So overall, not too bad. Feeling pretty good. You know, making some profits on each, so can't complain. You know, a lot better than any bank that I'm a part of, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys. So feeling pretty good on that. Now, we did have a drop today, so we have about 10 hours. About 10 hours roughly left in a day. So we only had 24 new players today, but again, that's 24 more opportunities for people to spread the word of Drip. So Not too concerned about that. Plus, it's the weekend, so people might be out for the holidays and, you know, visiting family and friends. So, in the meantime, I mean, 24 players is still good. We're still seeing an uptick in the Faucet players per day, so feeling pretty good about that. And, you know, excited for the future, to be honest with you. I know right now everything seems sort of grim, but, you know, staying positive and drip in the animal farm. And I think that we will definitely see a turnaround, and I'm excited to see that, and I'm excited for everyone else to see it as well. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, as far as updates are concerned, so I did not get a chance, and comment down below if you guys heard anything, but there's an AMA with CryptoDoc, and it was in the Telegram. Okay, so let me know if you guys have seen any notes on that. I sort of browsed around, I couldn't find any, but let me know if there were some big notes. I'm going to try to hop on after this and try to do some review myself to see if we can actually find some notes there on it and give you guys an update. But I guess there's an AMA that had transpired, so you know, find some notes on that, let me know, and then I can include in my next video. But other than that, update wise, not too much. Sort of hit on the animal farm chats here. So people doing some technical analysis for pigs. Looks like they think it's about to shoot up here, which I believe will happen any day now, which is great. So overall, not too many updates, but you know, the best update is we're still getting paid that 1% daily out of the faucet, so without any hiccups. So feeling pretty good about that. Now, the reason for the video, so I talked to you because I was looking at some of the previous videos that I had created, and you know, I was saying some of them said is $3,000 realistic, is, you know, $100 realistic, you know, and I've always asked, what do you guys think the price is going to be? Well, you know, now I'm getting to the point where the price is getting so cheap, is do we really need all-time highs, right? And what I mean by that is if we accumulate enough drip at these cheap prices, and let's say you have a goal of, you know, $100,000 is what you want as a goal. Well, you know, now would be the time to try to accumulate as much as you can, so that you wouldn't have to wait all that time to all-time highs, because as you and I both know, especially being in the DeFi space, the price is not going to exactly skyrocket. It's not going to go straight up to 180. There's going to be sells, there's going to be times where it's going to be flat, may go down slightly, but it's going to be on a gradual uptrend, and I think that's where drip is going. But you know, what better way to sort of you know, cement your success in the drip network by just accumulating more and at these cheaper prices, so that you won't have to wait for all that, you know, that eventual roller coaster ride we will have going up to eventually possibly all-time highs, and maybe even eclipsing all-time highs. So it makes more sense to build right now, and this is honestly where you know, the money is made, at these cheaper prices. I mean, I know I've talked to a couple friends of mine, and they're all putting a lot of money into drip at these prices because they know the potential of it. I mean, and if, you know, for instance, we're going to you know, say right now, let's say I put like another $400 worth, or excuse me, about $1,000 worth in there, so we'll put about 2,000 drip, what I have. So I've increased my earnings, but now instead of it just being at the 1569, I have 2,000 drip deposited, and then if we go to $20, now I'm at $425,000, versus if I kept my 1569. Look at that. I mean, that's almost $100,000 difference after a year of compounding. So right now is the better time to do it, just because the price is so cheap, and you know, you can accumulate a lot more drip than when it was at all-time highs, because once it goes to all-time highs too, drip gets more expensive. However, our bags and, you know, our daily earnings get up there as well, but we're still going to be you know, having, if you want to buy more drip, it's going to be a lot more expensive barrier to entry. So that's why I say, you know, just right now I believe is a great time, not only because I'm in drip and, you know, the animal farm, but I mean, being in different crypto projects, I've seen it before where, you know, you wait, the price dips all the way down, and you know, it seems like the project's over, nothing happens for months, but then you have a developer like Forex consistently putting out updates, doing AMAs, saying, hey, this is where I want to take drip, you know, this is where I'm going to go in the future. And these things are not small undertakings. I mean, we're talking about the insurance, we're talking about the new UI, we're talking about the lending coming online. He said something about privacy. there's so many things that he has. Gamification for drip. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So there's so many things that he has planned for drip. It makes you couldn't just be more bullish than ever before. You know, and looking at the price now, I look at this price as saying, hey, I need to go ahead and get some more drip just because I know where the future holds. Now, that's just me, not financial advice. You do whatever you like in this scenario. You know, and you know, I'm hoping I'm right. You know, I believe I'll be right. I hope I'll be right. But if not, then hey, you know, you guys get to go with me on this journey, and we get to see what happens. So, and mind you, I invested in the animal farm. First, I was in the garden, and then I went to the faucet right after. But a lot of this money that's in here now is just me compounding. So I haven't put any outside money for months and months and months on end. It's just been all me compounding in the garden and in the faucet. So that sort of relieves some pressure. So I mean, and you don't have to have a giant investment today either. Like, you could put in, you know, like $100 or $200 and just let it grow from there. I mean, you guys saw my account. It was less than 100 drip. I mean, I think drip was like 50 or 60 bucks at the time, but you know, it wasn't much, and it's taken me this long to get up here. But you know, imagine a year from now what that'll look like, or less than a year from now. So just want to throw that out there. You know, do we really need all-time highs to achieve our goals? You know, if we accumulate now, we won't have to wait and put ourselves in that position to get stuck in that roller coaster ride. Whereas we can have, if you buy your way down and you get your goal of like $20, or even if your goal is like, hey, I want my goal to be met when we reach $6 or $7, you know, per drip. Well, you know, then how much would you have to invest now if you think drip? So that's what I'm saying. So you can lower your barrier of entry, but then also lower the price that, you know, you want drip to be at, so you can, you know, reach your financial goals. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you guys are doubling down on drip. I've seen some other YouTubers talking about putting some more money into it, so I think I'm definitely going to do that, just because I believe in the future and I believe in where it's going. So moving on. All right, so in crypto news, the FTX saga continues. So I thought this was pretty crazy. So FTX crypto empire was reportedly run by a bunch of roommates in the Bahamas who dated each other, which is weird. Now, I saw a interesting thing yesterday. So they're actually tracking the FTX owned aircraft, private jet. And apparently the private jet left the Bahamas and was traveling down to Argentina. So I don't know what's going there. And then also with these funds just sort of disappearing. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot bigger than most of us can ever imagine. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the video for today. Hope you guys like it. Please comment, like, subscribe at the very bottom. I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next one.